I just wanted to do a quick update here. If you've been following my videos, you know what's going on with me and my company. Me and my company has been in a major battle with Air Gas Corporation. And as I told you in the beginning, that I had uncovered something that I felt was very dangerous that was going on, and I brought it to the attention of the president of the Air Gas Corporation's East Coast Division. Now, we're not talking about a small employee here, okay? Being the president of the East Coast Division, he had in excess of $250 million, billion with a B, that he was responsible for. So we're talking about somebody with a very large job in a very large company, and over 30 years of service with that company. And when Air Gas did what they did to me, the president of the company, the East Coast Division, said he just totally disagreed in the way they were treating me and the way they were destroying me. And he continued to try to argue with the corporate department, end of it, that this was just wrong, what they were doing. And I had said to him, Tony, I'm really concerned that if you keep giving corporate a hard time about the way they're treating me, I'm concerned for you, with your job. And he laughed. I mean, literally, he just laughs at, come on, Joe, are you kidding me? I didn't get to be president of the East Coast Division, the entire East Coast. The founder of the company was very, very tight with him. He had over 30 years there, and he brought a lot of accounts. Anyway, he felt his job was secured beyond any thought. So when I said that I was concerned for him, because he was the only one actually sticking up for me, everybody else was too afraid to open their mouth. He just thought it was comical or funny that I was concerned about him and his job. Now, the update to that is I got a phone call from somebody who said they were called into a meeting with all the heads of the department up there, and at the meeting they were told that Tony was fired. And it wasn't bad enough they just fired him. They had him physically escorted out of the building. And from the people I talked to up there, they said it was such an embarrassing moment for him to be escorted out of the building and fired the way he was. So I guess I was right when I told them that I was really concerned that they want me so bad up there for bringing out the information I brought out that I guess they were tired of him trying to say that this was wrong what they were doing, and so now he's been fired. And I'm sorry, but I think that was a real stupid move on their part. But I never said they were smart. I mean, they don't act like human beings. I mean, like I said, if you've been following my story, you'll know what I've been going through, personally and financially. And they just, didn't want to hear nothing. And so I feel bad. I felt bad that this man had an unbelievable career, and by trying to do the right thing and stick up for me, which was the right thing, he's out of a job. So I just wanted to let you know, if you think this isn't really serious what's going on here, what this company did, they just took a guy with over 30 years of unbelievable service with them, and from what I understand, and he brought in so many major accounts from he had all the hospitals on the East Coast. There was all the big accounts he had gotten for them. So he worked his way up to president of the East Coast Division, and like I said, over $250 million was under his control. So he had a wonderful big job, but in trying to help me out, he's now been fired. So just to show you that this company just has no morals whatsoever. They really don't. All right. I just wanted to give you a little update of what's going on. And when I heard this, I wasn't surprised. I was shocked because I didn't want it to happen or see him wind up in trouble trying to help me. But I wasn't surprised. But I can't even get in touch with him. I guess he's embarrassed because I was right and he was wrong about if he kept it up, he would get fired. So, but I wish him all the luck in the world, and I hope everything works out for him. And I was reaching out for him to tell him that, not for nothing, this should be wrongful termination. And if he wanted to sue him for it, I would be willing to testify on his behalf to, the fact that they have made it known that they were upset, that Tony was not happy with the way they were doing this. And even the vice president up there came down. The last meeting I had was with the president and the vice president. And I had asked both of them a question, and I got the same answer from both of them. Tony had 30-some years, and Graham had, I believe, almost 30 years in the industry, and he was the vice president under Tony. And I asked a simple question. In all your years in business, dealing with all the companies, all the contracts, and all the stuff you've done, have you ever seen a company do what they're doing to me? And the answer from both of them was no. I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. But they would just say, it's corporate, it's above us, and there's nothing we can do, and they sent us here to just keep giving you the bad news. They're cowards. They didn't even have the courage to meet with me face-to-face up there, the ones who actually pulled the plug and did this. They kept sending Tony and the vice president to meet with me and discuss these things, and they wouldn't even meet with me. So to me, they're a bunch of cowards. But I hope things work out for Tony, and I wish he would have believed in me a little bit more, and because I do feel bad that he lost his job in the way he lost it. And to be escorted out of the building the way he was, I'm sure he was mortified. Anyway, thank you again for listening, and as things keep developing, I'll keep posting videos. But again, we need so much help and so much support from the people out there, because like I said, when you listen to what they did and how they did it, nobody would agree with what they did. All right. Thank you, and happy belated Thanksgiving.